In today's video, we are ditching our laptops and we are going to be focusing on our phones and how to edit professional videos using an app called KineMaster. By the way, big shout out to KineMaster for sponsoring this video. We're going to be talking about 3 crucial things when it comes down to making your videos pop. We're going to first talk about color grading, speed ramping, and of course, digital zooms. So for those of you who don't have KineMaster, go ahead and go to your app store and download it and give it a try. All right, let's go ahead, open it up, and I'll show you how this works. So here we are. This is the home screen of KineMaster. We're going to start off by creating a new project. And we have 3 different aspect ratios, 16:9, 9:16, and 1:1 for Instagram. 9:16 is Instagram stories. So we're gonna work with widescreen. So I'm gonna go ahead and hit 16:9. And now I'm gonna load in my footage. I'm gonna press on the media button here. I'm gonna select my footage here. I have some of my client footage actually. You can select all of them at once if you like, and it will just drop right into your timeline. Then hit the check mark button. And here's our first clip. Let me go ahead and play it back for you. This is my client, Mike O'Hearn, and he's just opening up a watch case. We were filming a watch promo for S-Force watches. And as you can see here, this is just me hand holding the camera and doing a dolly in shot as he opens up the watch case. And I have a little orange LED in there to give him that nice glow. This is what I like to call the Superman shot. This guy is pretty well built. And what I really want to focus on when grading this type of shot is I want to focus on him. So we're shooting this in his closet. We have some other things that are distracting us, like the shoes and the hats on the right. We have a little bit in the background that I just don't want to focus on. So first things first, what I'm going to do, I'm going to add a vignette. And a vignette is basically a darkening around the edges. So I'm going to tap on the clip here. I'm going to just hit vignette and boom. Automatically we have focus directly on the subject. Now what I want to do, I want to bring up the glow on the box, or in the box I should say. So I'm going to scroll down, go to adjustments, and I'm going to actually increase the saturation just a little bit to give that glow a little bit more of an orange look. And then if I scroll here, you can actually start to see a major difference happening with the saturation. Look at that, that's a beautiful glow. And then we also have vibrance, which is another great little adjustment that we can use here to give this shot a little bit more of a pop. All right, I'm pretty happy with the color temperature, so I'm gonna leave that as is. The highlights, we can actually I'm pretty happy with where the highlights were. So I'm gonna keep it probably, you know what, let's keep it at -2 because his shirt was slightly blown out. So let's keep it at 2. Shadows, I'm perfectly happy with that. Gain is just overall brightness. So I'm pretty happy with what it was, so I'm just gonna keep it at 0. Gamma also is relating to brightness, and lift will give you that vintage look. So for example, if you want that fade, you can put lift over to the negative side, and if you want less light, you can bring it over to the right. I'm pretty happy with it at 0. And hue is gonna basically change the skin tones. You can make them green, purple, and so on. So we're gonna keep the hue where it was because I was happy with that too. And what's really great is that you can apply the same color grade that you do on this clip to the rest of your clips in your project. So all you have to do is just hit apply all, and then it will apply the same grade to the rest of your images. And play. Look at that, and we get beautiful smooth playback here. It's not choppy at all, even with the color grade and super slow-mo. Now let's talk a little bit more about speed, and specifically speed ramping. And for those of you who don't know, speed ramping is when you change speeds within a clip, and it can also be used to create a transition into another shot. So we're gonna go into our next clip right here. This is a close-up of the watch, and I'm just gonna scroll through this shot here and see what we can do here. So this is again handheld. This was shot in slow-mo. So what I want to do here, I actually want to start off on the S-Force logo here, and then I want to scroll over to the watch. So I want to do kind of a speed ramp starting at the S-Force logo, then a quick turn, and then right to the watch. So let's see how we can do that within KineMaster. So I'm gonna start off by trimming the clip. I'm gonna highlight it and bring over the yellow slider here over to the playhead. And then let's see here. I'm gonna start when the shot is still slightly out of focus, just so we have a little bit to play with. So right about there. And since I shot this at 120 frames per second, KineMaster detected that and it automatically slows down the footage for you, so I don't have to worry about slowing it down. So I'm gonna play the footage, and then I wanna do a quick speed ramp right here. So I'm gonna touch the clip, split at playhead, and then I'm gonna scroll until I see the watch is in focus, which is right about there. I'm going to hit split at playhead again, and I'm gonna select the middle clip here that we just clipped out, and I'm going to increase the speed to 2 times. So now it's gonna go really quick to the watch. All right, so let's play it back. Boom, very nice. So that's a really easy way on how to speed ramp within KineMaster. It's very simple and it can add quite a lot to your footage with transitions, with just making your shots come alive basically. Instead of just having everything in slow-mo, it's really good to mess around with the speeds just to keep your viewers engaged. Another useful tool in KineMaster that's really easy to use is the pan and zoom function. So digital zooms are also really important to use. Sometimes during your shoot, you don't think about actually dollying in on a subject, or you just didn't have that planned in your shot list. Good thing is that if you're shooting in 4K, just like this footage that I'm editing now, you can push in digitally without losing too much of resolution. Now let's work with our final clip. I'm gonna add a little bit of a color grade, and we are going to add a digital zoom. So I'm going to highlight the clip just by tapping on it, and then I'm gonna trim it just a little bit here, maybe right up until there. And what's great about digital zooms, as I mentioned earlier, it adds artificial motion, and this motion adds more focus on a specific product or subject in your shot, hence the watch. So we are going to highlight the clip, go to pan and zoom. I like the beginning shot, which is the start position, and then to set the ending position, just tap on it, and then zoom in with both of your fingers onto the watch. All right, once you're happy with that, actually let me adjust it just a little bit here. Boom, there we go. We want the hand to be in the shot. Once we're happy with that, we'll hit the check mark. And then I'm going to add a little bit of a color grade here because it does seem like it's a little bit dark. So I'm going to highlight the clip again, and then I'm going to adjust the brightness just a little bit here. It gives that nice vintage look. Increase the shadows. I really want to see that gold glisten on the watch. Great, I'm really happy with that. So now let's play it back. As we play back, you can see how there's much more dynamic motion. We're sliding out of the box, we're revealing the watch, and we're zooming in. With all of those motions combined, you're gonna get a beautiful shot. So with speed ramping, color grading, and digital zooms, those 3 things alone will guarantee make your videos pop and make it stand out. And KineMaster is one of those simple tools that you can use while editing 4K footage on your mobile devices. So if you're interested in KineMaster, check out the link down below to download it. You can of course try it out and see how you like it, but it's just extremely simple. All right guys, thank you so much for watching. And if you found today's video helpful, please give it a like and subscribe to my channel with those notifications turned on. And I'll see you in the next video. Peace.